Welcome to Bingen am Rhein, a small yet beautiful town in the heart of Germany, where history, nature, and everyday life blend in perfect harmony. Today, we begin our 20-minute walk from an iconic landmark, the industrial Laufkran, or crane track, built in 1964 by the Fries company. This impressive metal structure once played an essential role in the town's trade and river transport. Standing by the Rhine for over half a century, it's more than just a crane. It's a symbol of Bingen's industrial heritage and the hard-working spirit of its people. As we start our walk from the crane, the air feels fresh, and the soft breeze from the river carries a quiet calmness that sets the tone for the journey ahead.
As we continue walking, the path opens up to a broader view of the Rhine. Ships and ferries glide smoothly across the water, some carrying cargo, others filled with passengers enjoying scenic river cruises. Each ship seems to move at its own pace, unhurried, reflecting the calm energy of the river. The sunlight dances on the surface, creating small flashes of gold and silver as the waves ripple gently. If you look across the river, you can see the green hills of Rüdesheim on the opposite side, famous for its vineyards and wine culture. Together, Bingen and Rüdesheim form two sides of a picture-perfect view, separated by water but united by history. Cyclists pass by with cheerful greetings, and couples walk hand in hand. It's peaceful, friendly, and effortlessly beautiful.
The town of Bingen is known for its art installations along the Rhine promenade. Modern pieces placed thoughtfully to add character to the landscape. You might notice small plaques explaining each artwork, sharing stories of creativity inspired by the river itself. It's a reminder that Bingen values not only its history, but also its evolving culture. You might pause here for a moment, just to take in the vastness of the river, the flow of time, and the peaceful rhythm of daily life.
As we continue along the riverside, the scenery gently changes. On one side, you can see rows of modern flats, elegant, well-designed buildings that face the Rhine. Their glass balconies reflect the sunlight and the shimmering water below. It's easy to imagine how peaceful it must feel to wake up every morning to this view. The sound of the river, the sight of passing ships, and the soft evening lights dancing on the surface. The footpath here is spotless, wide, and beautifully maintained. Every stone feels carefully placed, every corner clean and inviting. You notice how people respect the space. No litter, no noise, just calm footsteps and quiet conversations. It's one of those simple things that makes European cities stand out: the care for public spaces and the shared sense of responsibility to keep them beautiful. Lining the path are neatly planted shrubs and flowers, small trees that sway gently in the breeze, and patches of colorful blossoms that add warmth to the walk. Each plant looks thoughtfully chosen, adding texture and color without overpowering the natural beauty of the river. The combination of modern architecture, the clean pathway, and the greenery creates a perfect balance, a harmony between nature and design. It's not just a walkway, it's a space that feels alive, calm, and deeply human. A little further ahead, the path leads into a small garden that feels like a quiet pause in the middle of the walk. The garden is beautifully maintained, with a variety of plants and colorful flowers arranged in neat rows and soft curves. The mix of green leaves, blooming petals, and the gentle scent of nature creates a peaceful atmosphere that instantly makes you slow down. It's the perfect spot to take a deep breath and simply enjoy the freshness of the air. You can hear the faint buzz of bees, the rustle of leaves, and the distant sound of the river flowing nearby. Along the way, there are benches placed thoughtfully under small trees and near flower beds. People sit quietly, reading, chatting, or just watching the world go by. It's a space that invites you to stop for a few minutes, rest your feet, and take in the calmness that only nature can offer. The garden feels like a gentle reminder that beauty doesn't always need to be grand. Sometimes it's in the quiet care of a well-kept place, where every plant seems to have its own little story.
As we leave the garden behind, the path gently leads us toward the old Hafen, once the working harbor of Bingen. In the past, this was a busy place where ships arrived to load and unload goods, connecting Bingen to other cities along the Rhine. You can almost imagine the sound of engines, the creak of ropes, and the shouts of workers echoing across the water. Today, the harbor has a very different life. It has become a peaceful visiting spot, where people come not for work, but for leisure. The old machinery and cranes still stand along the edge, now silent, but full of character. Proud reminders of a time when this area was the heart of river trade. These structures give the place a sense of history, turning it into an open-air museum, where the past quietly watches over the present. As you walk further, the area opens up again. There are restaurants and cafés all around, each with tables and chairs neatly arranged along both sides of the footpath. Visitors sit facing the river, enjoying a warm coffee, a glass of wine, or a simple meal, while watching the boats go by. The atmosphere is relaxed, a blend of gentle conversation, the aroma of fresh food, and the calm rhythm of the Rhine just a few steps away. It's a perfect example of how Bingen has transformed its industrial past into a place of connection and beauty, where history, people, and nature coexist gracefully.
As I walked further, I noticed a paddle steamer with Goethe and KD painted on its side. This is the historic RMS Goethe, operated by the Köln-Düsseldorfer Deutsche Rheinschifffahrt line. Built in 1913, it is the largest side-wheel paddle steamer still in operation on the Rhine. Though it no longer runs on steam, the Goethe carries the elegance and charm of its past, a floating testament to the Rhine's long history of travel and trade. Watching it glide across the river felt like seeing history in motion, bridging the present with over a century of stories along these waters.
As we continue walking, the path takes us past more riverside restaurants. Here, people sit at tables not just inside, but also along the edge of the river, enjoying the view while sipping coffee, having lunch, or simply chatting with friends. The atmosphere is lively, yet calm, a balance between activity and peace. The riverside is clean and well-maintained, with flowers, plants, and benches adding to the welcoming environment. Children play nearby, cyclists ride past, and the gentle hum of conversations mixes with the soft sounds of the flowing Rhine. It's a place where the town comes alive without ever feeling crowded, where people and nature coexist harmoniously, and where every step along the path invites you to pause, watch, and appreciate the simple joys of life by the river.
As we continue along the riverside, more restaurants and cafés come into view. Tables are set both inside and outside, some even right along the riverbank. Visitors enjoy their meals and drinks while taking in the serene view of the Rhine, the boat slowly gliding across the water, and the gentle breeze that carries the soft sounds of the town. The environment here is lively but peaceful. Families walk by, friends chat over coffee, and children play nearby, yet the space never feels crowded. Every corner seems carefully maintained, clean paths, well-tended plants and colorful flower beds lining the walkway. The harmony between activity and tranquility is what makes this riverside so inviting. As we walk further, we notice maps of the area thoughtfully placed along the path. These maps help visitors explore Bingen, showing key landmarks, walking trails, and scenic spots along the Rhine. Small information rooms are nearby as well, providing historical context, cultural details, and practical guidance for tourists. It's fascinating to see how Bingen balances history, modern life, and tourism. The maps and information rooms make the town accessible to everyone, from first-time visitors to those returning to explore new paths. They also reflect the town's care in
preserving its culture while welcoming travelers from all over the world. Passing by these areas, you get a sense of community and thoughtful planning. People pause to read about the history of the river, take photos, or simply rest on benches placed along the paths. Even amidst the gentle bustle of visitors and cafe-goers, the space feels calm, clean, and open. This stretch of the Riverside reminds us that a town can be busy and serene at the same time, a place where daily life flows smoothly alongside leisure, learning, and relaxation. The combination of nature, well-maintained paths, and thoughtful tourist facilities creates an experience that is both informative and rejuvenating for everyone who passes through. As we walk further along the path, a large map of the Rhine River appears on the side. It shows the course of the river, winding through towns, hills, and valleys, a reminder of how deeply connected this region is to the water. The Rhine has shaped trade, culture, and daily life here for centuries, and seeing it mapped out like this gives a sense of both history and scale. People stop to study the map, tracing the river's flow with their fingers, recognizing familiar names of towns they've visited, or planning new journeys to come. It's a simple but beautiful moment, a pause that connects travelers to the story of the Rhine itself. From here we continue walking, heading toward the exit gate that leads into the main city of Bingen. The path slowly narrows, and the calm rhythm of the river begins to fade behind us. Ahead, the town's quiet streets come into view, lined with small shops, cafes, and the everyday life of locals. It feels like a gentle transition from the peace of the riverside to the warmth of city life.
As we near the exit, a statue of Grand Duke Ludwig IV catches the eye. He ruled the Grand Duchy of Hesse from 1877 to 1892 and was known for strengthening ties with Britain through his marriage to Princess Alice, the daughter of Queen Victoria. His reign marked a period of modernization and progress in the region, and today this statue stands as a reminder of his influence on the history of Hesse and the city of Bingen.
Now we're heading toward the main city of Bingen. As we walk, the sound of a train grows louder in the distance. The railway gates are closed, stopping both passengers and vehicles for a few moments. Everyone waits patiently, some people chatting, others quietly watching the train as it approaches. Within seconds, the train passes by, fast but graceful, reminding us how closely connected this riverside town is with the rhythm of travel and movement. Soon after, the gates open again, and life continues. People cross the tracks, cars move ahead, and the path leads us back into the heart of the city. It feels like the perfect ending to our walk, a simple moment that captures the charm of Bingen. From the peaceful riverside with its gardens, cafes, and historic harbor, to the living pulse of the town, Bingen blends nature, history, and daily life beautifully. As the journey ends, the sound of the Rhine still lingers in the background, calm, steady, timeless, just like the spirit of this remarkable place.